Hello everyone. Today's tutorial is on data types. So the first question come to our mind is what is a data type or why we actually need a data type. So let's take an example first. Suppose I need to store a value or a name or any decimal value in my computer. What I will be needing is a memory location to store it. So I will pass on my value to a variable and it will store in a memory location. But how will Java or how will any programming language will know what kind of value it is until or unless we define them? You are smart, I am smart. We know that name is of string data type or name is of string value, an amount is of numeric value, and decimal number is of floating value. But how will Java know? So what data type does is it determines the value it may contain and the operation that can be performed on the variables. Okay. So if I store a value in my memory location, I can perform arithmetic operations on my value. If I store a string value in my memory location, I can perform string operations on my value. Let's have a brief look at the different kinds of data types. There are basically two types of data types. The first one is primitive, that is built-in data type. Those data types whose definition are predefined in the Java, and another one is non-primitive. Non-primitive means derived ones. That means it has been derived from the built-in data types, that is primitive data types. Primitive data type is further classified into two categories, numeric and non-numeric. By numeric we means integer or any value like 10, 10,000, 20,000, 10.1, 20.5, anything. By non-numeric we means anything apart from values, that is numbers. Numeric is again classified into two categories, integral and floating point. Integral is any value that does not contain decimal numbers, and floating point is the value which contain decimal numbers. Okay. Integral is again then classified into four categories, byte, short, int, long, and floating point is again classified into two categories, float and double. All have different memory sizes. So now the question arises, why we need different data types, or why we need four type of integral data types or two type of floating data types. As you can see, all the 6 data types down here are of different sizes. For better utilization of memory location, we have characterized the data types into different categories. Like what if I had to store only marks? Suppose there are number of students in a school and the teacher need to store their marks. Why they need to store it in a long or a floating point data type? It will consume much larger space than a byte. So our another one is non-numeric. Non-numeric contains character and bool. Character means it contains a character value, that is A, B, C, D, a single character. And bool means boolean, that is it may contain a 0 or a 1, that is a true or a false value. That's it. Our another data type is non-primitive data type. As I have told you, non-primitive is the derived data type. That means it is derived from the primitive one. So the non-primitive data types are arrays, class, string, interface, etc. We will be learning about all of them in our further classes. Let us first take an example of each and every data type within program.